add one other thing, and this is address something that came up during the budget hearing and has come up recently. There seems to be a lot of people having some speculation on how we deliver our level of service when it comes to the fire department here in the city of Deerfield Beach. We rely, and I think all of us do, rely on the expertise of our chief, Chad Riccotto. Chad is, in my opinion, one of the finest here in the county, and there seems to be some questions on how we deliver our service and the cost and everything. The issue with the fire department is not the level of service that we provide. It is exemplary, and the model that we operate with is the right model for this city. The issue, if there is one at all, may be the compensation of how our firefighters get paid or how much they get paid. There is no one to blame for that except the elected officials that have sat up here in the past. It is not the fault of the fire department. It is not the fault of anyone else except for the people that sat up here. Those that have made conveniently political decisions to put us in a situation that might cause an issue. This burden should not be looked at as the firefighters are wrong. If anybody sat in their position, they would take the same pay. If someone was going to offer it to them, they're going to take it. Okay? Really, it comes down to who had the will to be able to stand up there during tough times and make the right decisions to keep us in a fiscally responsible position for this city. We had a representative stand up here the last meeting that we had and called us out for not returning a phone call. To my knowledge, and Mr. Hanson, please correct me, did we receive any email from that representative?
No, sir. She sent it to the wrong email address.
Okay, so we received one email, not another phone call, not another follow-up email. We didn't hear from all of us. They sent one email to the wrong email address, and they're going to chastise us for situations that we're trying to dig ourselves out of. When you cast a vote back many years ago that creates a defined pension issue for the city of Deerfield Beach that we cannot get out of, because if we could simply eliminate it like people like us to snap our fingers and have it disappear, it would create major issues with us and the money that we receive from the state. So it's not something that we can do. To be chastised for trying to figure out a way to get ourselves out of tough financial times, I think is disappointing, especially when the lack of effort when you're considering what was put in to actually contact us. I don't think any of us would ignore any type of information that may come across from a state representative. I would also like to say you don't have to look any further at some of the decisions that have been made in the past than look at the last District 2 campaign, in which you had a representative who used to sit up here, one of our colleagues, who said point blank during a debate at a church, I think we should give the firefighters whatever we want. That kind of decision making with no backup information or any kind of consideration for the type of financial situation it would put us in is the reason we have some of the problems we have. It is not the employee's fault. It's the will of the intestinal fortitude of the people that have sat up here in the past who have gone for conveniently political decisions as opposed to making right, fiscally responsible decisions for this city.